Woman Spears, for sure.
Excuse me. Did you
There's free water upstairs.
I hear Adriana's walking.
I brought some tissues in case it was emotional.
Test one, two, test one, two, test one, two, test one, two. Good evening. I am Juanqui and welcome to my world. Yes, I decided to come through again after my live that just ended. That live was for selected folks. See, you have to be subscribed. You have to hit that notification so that you know when I do the secret lives. If you missed it, let me fill you in on what you missed. You missed a little runway show of the selections, the possible selections of very small bathing suits, literally pieces of cloth coverings for my upcoming trip. If you want to be in the know, you have to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you know when I go live. With that said, okay, tonight we are reading this asking advice. Okay, this woman is asking advice from the men in the men section. We do this every single night. I come through with a selection of videos throughout the week. So make sure that you are abreast and know when I'm going to go live. Okay, so the title goes, what are some red flags you would suggest a woman to watch out for from men when pursuing a relationship? She says, I've asked this exact question to a few people I knew. All were women. But since I don't have any male friends, and refused to ask my male relatives, I figured I would ask you all. All right. So a man says, maybe not a red flag, but if he tells you he's not looking for anything serious, believe him. You're not going to wear him down. He'll just play along until you get frustrated and things haven't progressed to that point. All right. Somebody else says, the red flag part if they're acting like they're in a relationship with you after saying they don't want one. It's manipulative. In this case, words should speak more than actions. Absolutely. Somebody says, it's character. I want everyone reading this to focus on the word character. And he's putting this all in caps. Character is what you do when nobody is watching. People don't suddenly become someone else later. Who they are now is who they are. When someone shows you who they... this has to be a black man. And let me invoke her. Let me bring her down from the heavens. Miss Maya, Dr. Maya Angelou. Lips, teeth, tip of the tongue. No, Dr. Child, I know why still I rise and still I rise. Okay, he goes. I think Maya's here now. I think I got her. Still I rise. You may say till I rise. Okay. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. These are the words, the powerful words of Dr. Maya Angelou. Charm is not character. Consistency is. You don't judge a person by their words. You judge them by their patterns. If they can justify small wrongs, they'll justify bigger ones. Dating is observation. It is not the relationship. It is not playing house. It is not jumping into bed and hoping love will sort it out later. It is the process of watching somebody closely enough to determine whether they are right for you long term. Bars. So, what do I tell women to watch out for? I tell them to stop being dazzled and start being objective. Watch how he handles money. If he's not paying his bills now, don't kid yourself that he'll suddenly become responsible later. Watch how he handles truth. If he lies easily today, he'll lie easily tomorrow. Watch how he handles your body, your emotions, your time, your boundaries. If he's controlling early, isolating you, punishing you, pushing you, dismissing you, or making you feel like everything has to revolve around him, that does not get better with commitment. It gets worse. Watch how he talks about marriage, children, sex, religion, work, and responsibility. These are not little side topics. These are the bones of life. Psychologically, what gets a lot of people in trouble is projection and fantasy. They date who they hope the person will become instead of who is standing right in front of them. That is how people miss red flags. They are not observing, they are auditioning for a dream. So no, this is not really a quote, what should women watch out for in men, end of quote question. It's a quote, how do I become disciplined enough in dating to tell the truth about what I'm seeing? End of quote question. Because the real issue usually is not that the red flags were invisible, that the red flags were invisible. It's that people ignore them because they wanted somebody warm in the bed more than they wanted somebody in solid character. Somebody chimes in and says, this 100%. I've said it a few times under this post, but something I think a lot of women fall for is their own projected ideas of a man. A charming and exciting man is usually one you don't actually know anything about. And charming men are great at keeping things fun, flirty, and superficial without actually revealing who they are. And a lot of women, he should have put an A in there, and a lot of women end up fitting those gaps with their ideas of they want that man to be accepting as if it's truth. My God, you need to go back to writing class. He goes on to say, in a fucked up way, most guys who are just in it for the game won't discuss those topics you mentioned, and that's part of the game. To be fair, that's also just a part of seduction in general. It becomes a problem when women start letting themselves fall for their own projections instead of seeing these men for who they actually are. Another man says, number one, if a dude seems too good, says everything you want to hear, seems like he's perfect in every way, etc., he's probably a player. 2, if he rushes a relationship, Jesus, this is a big one. 3, if he has a violent past, accept him to be violent in the future. Expect. These men cannot write. Number 4, you don't fix him, he breaks you. Ooh, that was chilling. You don't fix him, he breaks you. Ooh, that's tough. Number 5, if he's controlling and doesn't like any other man so much as looking at you. I'm 38 years old and I've seen this happen a million times. These dudes will use you and throw you in the trash when a younger, richer, hotter, whatever comes along. Emphasis in comes along. They're not confined, they're insecure. Somebody says, this is the last one, and then I'm going to give you my opinion, and then we're going to be out because I've been performing out here for y'all. I did a double feature presentation today. All right. So a man says, I went to a movie tonight with my daughter. I had to go to the bathroom. The other 2 guys in the bathroom zipped up and left without washing their hands. Oh, my God. The thought of them digging into a bucket of popcorn that they may be sharing with their significant other is so gross and rude. Make sure you date someone with hygiene. All of that is absolutely true. I think for a woman, based on what I've seen, because, I think that a big red flag should be maturity level. If you are, and men already have brains that don't mature until they're 45, okay? But if you are seeing that, this is a young-minded individual, don't think that when he starts dating you, all of a sudden he's going to be grown. If he has had just grown moments, but in general, he's a young-minded individual, that's going to bring a lot of heartache and issues to you. Another thing I would say is men who want princess treatment. Men who want princess treatment, stay away from them. Stay away from that's a fucked up flag. Men who spend way too much time in the mirror. Drop a bomb on the mirror and break it. Be wary of the men who are always, the minute they walk by a mirror, they gotta check themselves out. Or every Friday they gotta be out shopping for the latest fashions. For several reasons, you should be concerned about that. Be careful of a man that says he wants to be pursued by you and you should call me. Drop a bomb on that. Drop a bomb on the roles being reversed. That's weird. That's weird to me. All right? I agree with the hygiene. Be concerned about the man who doesn't have good hygiene. Be concerned of the men who have baby mamas and shit like that. That too. Because, they have a baby mama for a reason. That says to me, you didn't work hard enough to keep and maintain your family together. Now, some may think that's an ignorant point of view to have. Okay, but I still have it. I still believe it. Anyway, this was going to be a quick one because I already did an earlier feature presentation where I showed all of my salacious, promiscuous, out there outfits that are, that I've wore in the past. And so I don't know if I'm going to wear any of these for the upcoming trip, but yes. Now that's what I did. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. We do this every single night. I am Juanqui Pro, and welcome to my world. It's a cornucopia of stuff you really just never know what kind of video you're going to get out of me. So to keep up with me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm, okay? Having other people discover the salaciousness that happens over here. So hit that like, okay? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification so you know when I come through. All right? Have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.